25 years ago, huge creatures named dragons appeared in the world to cause destruction wherever they went. However, they disappeared suddenly just like they emerged. Since then, some humans named D have been born with the same powers as the dragons. 3 years before the current story, a young girl tries to defeat a dragon attacking a city, but to no avail, until a 13-year-old Yu Mononobe appears and defeats the dragon. 3 years later, Yu is a 16-year-old soldier from NIFL, a special defense force controlled by the minister. Yu is the first male D and also the first male to join the internationally recognized Academy Midgard. It's made specially for training Ds and operates under the command of Sensei Haruka Shinomiya. The Academy trains Ds to use black matter to produce a variety of resources. Yu's foster sister Mitsuki Mononobe and the girl Iris Freja, he met on the seashore, also study there. There's a special underground training room in the academy where the girls practice their skills. Mitsuki and other students show off their skills. Yu is amazed that they use dark matter to do magic. Haruka Sensei told Yu that they have also lost some Ds in battle due to a recent discovery. Dragons visit the world looking for their mates among the Ds. When it finds its mate, the mark on D's body starts glowing and they transform into a dragon too. After the training, Yu hangs out with Iris. She is weakest among the students, but she's determined to learn since she joined the academy a year ago after her parents died. Suddenly, they receive a dragon alert when Iris' mark starts to glow. Yu gets a call from NIFL and Commander Loki tells him about their plans. They have sent Yu there so he can kill those Ds beforehand whose marks start to glow. If Yu refuses, then they will use other forces to execute their plan to kill the DS before they transform into dragons. An announcement is made in the academy about the upcoming attack of a white-type dragon. The students are asked to inform if they notice any changes in their marks. The academy will not abandon them. After hearing this, Yu rushes to find Iris and informs her about the announcement. But Iris is thinking of suicide because she doesn't want to become a dragon. Yu promises her that if she ever becomes a threat, he will kill her. Yu tells Mitsuki about Loki's plans and that he wants to guard Iris. Mitsuki asks him to let her kill Iris if the time comes because her hands are already coated in blood. About 2 years ago, when Haruka Sensei's younger sister Miyako transformed into a dragon, Mitsuki was the one who killed her. That's the reason Lisa and some other classmates are cold towards Mitsuki, as they considered Miyako a part of the family. The girls are guarding outside the academy while Yu is staying with Iris and tells her to keep faith and look forward to the future. Yu have always been supportive like this. He is also stubborn in what he wishes to do. Iris reminds Yu of a younger Mitsuki. Before getting adopted by Yu's family, Mitsuki was Yu's closest friend and also promised to marry him during their childhood. Yu couldn't save Mitsuki from killing her friend, but he will not let anything happen to Iris. The next morning, the white dragon arrives. The DS are having a tough time fighting the dragon, so Loki informs Haruka Sensei about the NIFL's infiltration to help in battle. Yu can't leave Iris to get killed by NIFL, so he decides to take the matter into his own hands. Yu escapes the academy with Iris through a secret passage, but Mitsuki encounters them. Mitsuki asks Yu to let her kill Iris, but Yu believes instead of fighting over this, they should think of another way out. Yu takes Mitsuki and Iris to other Ds and convinces them that the most effective attack on the dragon will be Iris. They can use the situation in their own favor. The dragon breaks into the 3rd level of defense. Iris manages to damage the shield around the dragon and other Ds attack it, but the dragon still stands strong. Yu gets a flashback to his childhood. A dragon named Yggdrasil has once offered him power in exchange for his memory, and now he has decided to accept it again. With this power, he materializes a huge gun and becomes able to defeat the dragon. In return, a part of his childhood memories is lost. Loki admires his skills and calls him Fafnir, the guiding dragon. Iris thanks Yu for his huge efforts with a kiss and marks the beginning of a new relationship. Yu is finally making his place in the girls' academy after defeating the dragon. But the battle doesn't end here. Another dragon proceeds towards the city. The academy carries out a body examination, and during this Yu gets to meet the principal, Charlotte B. Lord, and her assistant Micah. She's young and has weird kinks, but she definitely got some skills to avail the seat she's having. The NIFL has found 2 new Ds in the city, Honoka Takakawa and Tear Lightning. However, Tear doesn't have control over her powers due to her young age, so Haruka Sensei puts her in Yu's class so he can take care of her. She was rescued by him once in a military operation, so she only trusts Yu and sticks around calling him husband. With the help of Iris and Mitsuki, Yu succeeds in teaching Tear basic rules of the academy, and she agrees to meet other class fellows. Due to her young age and cuteness, every D gets along with her immediately. Lisa takes on the responsibility of teaching her materializing, but it's not easy. Tyr has spent several years among dragon cultists who have brainwashed her into thinking that she's not human but a dragon. Yu runs into Honoka too, and due to his kind nature he immediately befriends her too. Loki informs Yu that the dragon cultists are planning to rescue Tyr, and this task is given to an anti-Nifld named Killy Surtur. Before worrying about Killy, Yu has to convince Tyr that she's a human. On insisting, Tyr finally opens up to Yu and tells him that his family was burned down and all she had was Killy. Yu takes a promise from her that from now on, she will not consider herself a dragon anymore and will make an apology to everyone. As it's the students' day off, they decide to spend it by the seaside. The principal joins them, too, and they have a great time. When Yu returns, he receives the latest information about Killy, who decides to live as a dragon and is involved in numerous terrorist attacks. Yu is determined that he won't let Tyr become like Killy. Suddenly there's an earthquake and a dragon appears nearby. Sensei Shinomiya believes that the dragon is after Tyr as only her mark showed changes, so Lisa is given the responsibility of Tyr's protection while Yu and other Ds spread around the academy for defense. While Ds are busy thinking about ways to defeat the dragon, Killy breaks into the academy to take Tyr with her. Lisa tries her best to resist Killy, but she can't stand longer in front of the tremendous power of Killy. On hearing the blast, Yu rushes to stop Killy. Killy tells Tyr that she is to blame for her classmates getting hurt and tries to get her to turn back into a dragon. But the memories of the happy times Tyr spent in the academy bring her back to reality, and she refuses Killy. After Killy is rejected, Yu pushes her back with his power. Killy tells Yu the city. Yu rushes to evacuate Tyr before the fight, but Tyr requests to also let her take part in the battle. Mitsuki decides to defeat the dragon with wind magic. Everyone uses wind magic to knock the dragon down, and Yu uses anti-gravity magic to blast it into the air. Yggdrasil offers Yu more power in exchange for more of his memories, but Yu doesn't want to lose his valuable feelings and memories anymore. He combines his current power with powers from Tyr to attack the dragon and creates a huge cannon, defeating it. Lisa has made it through the attack alive and is recovering gradually. Mitsuki asks Yu about the dragon-like powers he used during the battle. Yu tries to make an excuse, but Mitsuki lets him go, saying if he still wants to keep it a secret, then it's his choice. Then she mentions the kiss and promises they shared in their childhood. But sadly, Yu doesn't remember any of them. He has traded so much of his memories in order to get enough power. From now on, he doesn't want to lose any more of his precious memories. The basilisk dragon is proceeding towards the academy. It turns everything into rust, mist or salt, and its single attack can destroy the academy. Therefore, the plan is to divert Basilisk towards an island nearby and defeat him there. Honoka joins them to compensate for injuring Lisa. Meanwhile, Yu is trying to figure out a way to end the disputes between Lisa and Mitsuki. Mitsuki opens up to Yu about what happened 2 years ago. Miyako was her best friend. They used to spend most of the time together and loved each other. However, one day the academy was attacked by a dragon who was looking for Miyako. It caused Miyako to turn into a dragon as well. Mitsuki never wanted to kill her best friend, but she was ordered to do it for the sake of the academy's safety. Yu tells Mitsuki that even Lisa is tired of being angry at her and she's waiting for Mitsuki to ask for forgiveness. She should go and make it up to Lisa as soon as possible. Mitsuki acts upon Yu's advice, and finally after 2 years the ice is breaking between Lisa and Mitsuki. Nifl's Major General Dylan and Loki go to see the progress of the weapon called Mistletoe, which is devised especially to kill Basilisk. It was designed while considering Basilisk's power is like weathering, which makes its victim lose years from his life. Meanwhile, the Ds have reached the island and are preparing for a battle that's 3 days away. Dylan informs the Ds about their invention and asks them to leave this matter in their hands, as they will defeat Basilisk. Everything is going according to plan. The Mistletoe is dropped right over Basilisk, but suddenly a third eye, which wasn't in the prior data, appears on Basilisk, and it destroys the Mistletoe. This dragon is way stronger than they thought. Tyr starts to feel unwell as her mark starts to glow. After the failure of Nifl's plan, it's time to execute D's strategy. Their plan is to use Tyr to divert Basilisk's attention and then attack it from a blind point behind the island. To make the attack more effective, they will attack in pairs. Yu wants to apply what the principal has said to him. It's possible for humans to absorb powers and abilities from dragons. Humans are predators, not prey, but stealing Basilisk's powers will not be an easy task. Yu is paired up with Iris and they practice together. Yu asked Iris how she felt about him, but Iris refused to continue the conversation. She said it might distract them from the upcoming battle. Yu and other Ds say goodbye to Tyr with the promise of returning back, and they send her out of the island. After which they gathered behind the mountain and prepared their attacks by combining power in pairs. As soon as Basilisk reaches within the desired range, the attack is executed. But unfortunately, Basilisk intercepts it again with its third eye and makes Dee's efforts go in vain. Hanoka helps Yu use his anti-gravity power to repel the Basilisk's laser. They escape the island with the other Ds. After watching the video of Basilisk a lot of times, Yu gets an idea for a new strategy. He believes that just like the black matter of a D is in limited amounts, Basilisk can only attack for a specific amount of time. So if they combine their power with the Mistletoe and exceed the time span of Basilisk's attack, that can defeat him. However, this plan still needs changes. Mitsuki decides to descend with the Mistletoe, but others refuse to let her sacrifice herself. Lisa tells her that if Mitsuki wants her forgiveness, then she has to take all the other Ds along in this plan and bring them back safely. Yu assures Mitsuki that he will be beside her forever. Suddenly, he hears a sound from Tear's room. Someone has taken her away. Yu rushes to find her and comes across Hanoka carrying Tear away. She believes that Yu's plan will never work and that Tear's presence is bringing trouble to everyone else. Moreover, she also reveals her true identity. Hanoka is no other than Killy herself, who has entered the academy in disguise to take back Tear. Yu don't want to let go of Tear at any cost. He believes that everyone has a right to choose how they want to live, and Tear's choice is to live as a human. Yu also considers Killy as a human and does not kill her even when he gets a chance. Yu's determination impresses Killy and he lets him have Tear. But before going away, she warns Yu about Basilisk's ability to see the near future. The Ds divide into pairs to execute what Yu has planned. Each pair is responsible for a specific task. They also made plans B and C in case Plan A encounters any issue. Yu and other Ds descend along with the Mistletoe, and as they expected, Basilisk has to stop to gather its power after every 5 seconds of continuous attack. As it can see the future, so they decide to change their own future by moving to Plan B, in which Lisa attacks the third eye followed by individual attacks from other Ds. Since Basilisk is slow in its movement, it couldn't cope up with the sudden attack and gets finally defeated. Lisa forgives Mitsuki and all the Ds do a group hug in celebration of their victory. Yu returns to the academy along with the other Ds with their heads up in pride and satisfaction. Everything is back to normal. However, Yu is still worried about his memory loss. Mitsuki reminds him of their childhood promise of staying together forever. She also tells Yu that she will not give up on her romantic feelings towards him. However, Yu doesn't remember anything, and he's afraid that if he ever needs more power in the future, then he has to trade his present memories too. However, when he tells this to Iris, she doesn't get disappointed and says to Yu that even if he forgets, Iris will remind him of all the memories he made and will never leave his side.